The song is called Desolate Heart, and I actually wrote it as a result of a songwriting prompt. And that's something that I feel really encouraged in, actually, and want to try more in my writing. So you might hear more about that in the future. But I will include a link to the songwriter prompts that a friend has shared that I'm really excited to delve into. And I'll also include the 4 things that were supposed to be a part of this prompt for a songwriting workshop that I did. But beyond that, I really wanted to talk about the topic of the song. And the song is actually to a bully that was really mean to me in 5th grade. And kind of seems like a strange person to choose to write a song to. But I think that I needed to write this song because it's really easy to define myself by the things that have happened in my life, by the wounds that I carry. And God is inviting me instead to be defined by the healing that He has brought in my life. That bullying is wrong and it really hurts. But the cross is powerful. Isaiah 53 says, by His wounds we were healed. And so when wounds happen, the process of healing is actually the process of forgiving. And so I actually did a whole video about that, so you can check it out. I'll include a link to that. But the gist of it is that we can see that when we are wounded, this wound, this sin done against us, has been paid for on the cross and no longer has power over us. And so then we can pray for our enemies like Jesus says, because we know that the cross makes it so that we are no longer defined by our wounds, but instead by the healing and power of the cross. And so I want to say that at the outset. And I also want to say that, honestly, I started to write a really angry song first. And that was because there was a lot of anger still. When an injustice happens in our lives, when someone sins against us, it's natural to feel anger. But often there are a lot of more vulnerable emotions underneath that need to be processed too. And so if you're in that place where you are beginning to come to terms with things that have been done to you, whether it's abuse or just life and trauma or bullying, I just want you to know that Scripture is full of places to give you language for that. That the Psalms are one of my favorite books of the Bible because God invites every emotion into His presence. But I do want to say that it is not okay what has happened to you, and that it is really important, especially in abusive situations, to not allow yourself to be abused anymore, to set boundaries, to find a safe place. And if you're being bullied, to tell someone that has authority to begin to bring consequences that will hopefully cause that person to change their behavior. But in the end, as I began to process these things, what I began to find was that I started to have compassion for this bully, to wonder, what was her life like that she did these things to me? And begin to desire healing for her as well. And so wherever you find yourself, or even if you have been a bully and you still carry the shame and the regret of the way you've treated others, know that there is so much grace and that there is so much healing for you. So the song is called Desolate Heart. Were you hurting too? Was that why you threw those words like darts? Maybe you felt small. Hate became a wall to hide the scars. One desolate heart to another. I hope by now you've discovered you're loved by the one who hung the stars. He sees your heart, your desolate heart. Was it hard at home? Did you feel alone, ashamed, unloved? Maybe you felt scared. Anger in the air, no place to run. One desolate heart to another. Hope by now you've discovered your heart, your desolate heart. I answered the phone in my dad's study. The words that you spoke were cruel, not funny. I'm settling the score, don't wanna keep it anymore. You twisted my name to make it ugly, took all your pain, used it to cut me. I'm settling the score, don't wanna keep it anymore. Don't wanna keep it anymore. One desolate heart to another. I hope by now you've discovered you're loved by the one who hung the stars. He sees your heart, your desolate heart.